Hare Krishna devotees, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. As we know, very recently, the Supreme Court has given the final judgment that ISKCON Bangalore property belongs to the ISKCON Bangalore Society under Karnataka Act. Many people think that this is actually property case, but actually it is the case for the position of the spiritual master or the Diksha Guru. If you see from the Vedic literature's point of view, there are three types of gurus. One is Vartma Pradarshaka Guru, means the one who introduces us about this Krishna consciousness. And the second is Shiksha Guru, the one who helps us to progress in the Krishna consciousness. And the third one is Diksha Guru, the one who delivers us from this material world and reach us to back to home, back to Godhead. So ISKCON Bangalore has accepted Srila Prabhupada is the only Diksha Guru. As Srila Prabhupada mentioned in a letter that, thank you all for accepting me as your spiritual master. I promise you that I will take you back to home, back to Godhead. No one in the entire world can promise like that except the pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada. Since we have accepted Srila Prabhupada is the only Diksha Guru, our reach to back to Godhead is confirmed. Then why we need to take shelter of any other bogus gurus or any other paths? Why I mentioned bogus gurus? Srila Prabhupada mentioned change means rascal. According to July 9th letter, Srila Prabhupada appointed 11 officiating acharyas or representatives of the spiritual master. If you follow that instruction, by now ISKCON would have conquered the entire world. But whereas Srila Prabhupada disappeared from this material world, these 11 representatives tried to replace the position of Srila Prabhupada. As a result, this entire system becomes topsy-turvy. Means in 1977, there are 11 representatives, but by 1988, there were only 4 left, remaining all fallen down from their position. When Srila Prabhupada was personally present in this material world, ISKCON is considered to be one of the world's richest organization. But after the departure of Srila Prabhupada, these 11 officiating acharyas tried to occupy the position of Srila Prabhupada. As a result, ISKCON went into bankruptcy. Not only that, many child abuse cases, criminal cases, murder cases happened in ISKCON. The only reason is that they tried to replace the position of the spiritual master Srila Prabhupada. That's why I mentioned change means rascal. One among the officiating acharyas has mentioned publicly that how can a dead father can give progeny? With common sense we can understand that how you can say your spiritual master is dead. Srila Prabhupada never mentioned his spiritual master is dead and gone. Rather, he always mentioned, my spiritual master is always guiding me and with his blessings only we are getting the success in ISKCON. Srila Prabhupada also told, I will never die, I shall remain in my books and you can utilize it. ISKCON India claiming that Ritvik system is actually bogus. We should have to have a living spiritual master. But according to the Vedic literatures, Phalena Parichiyate means one's success or defeat in any activity is understood by its result. ISKCON Bangalore, by starting with one temple, currently they are having 52 temples and almost all the temples they have started the mega temple projects. They are making brahmacharis and doing many Annadhanam programs and children feeding program through Akshaya Patra Foundation and many more services. And the important point is that the leaders of this Ritvik system never taken any credit for themselves. Rather, they always give credit to Srila Prabhupada. We can clearly understand Srila Prabhupada is personally guiding the disciples through this Ritvik system. As a result, Lord Krishna is pleased and he is supplying all the necessities to run this organization. So, dear devotees, we all know that ISKCON is the gigantic ship in this ocean of material existence with which only we can reach to back to home, back to Godhead. And the expert captain is the Srila Prabhupada. And that expert captain is promising us to reach us to back to home, back to Godhead. then why we need to take shelter of any other ship which will drown in between? So finally, Diksha Guru means one who takes away all of our karma and gives the transcendental knowledge, and at last will take us back to home, back to Godhead. These gurus cannot take care of their own karma, what to speak of others. So let us all take shelter of Srila Prabhupada only and go back to home, back to Godhead. Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, ISKCON founder acharya Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.